Hello everyone, in this video I am going to explain 6 major topics in the JavaScript. The 6 major topics which I was going to explain in this video are variables and data types, and functions, and if else and switch statements, loops, as well as arrays and methods and objects. First let us begin with variables and data types. The major keywords which we are using to declare a variable were var, let and constant. Var keyword can be used when we wanted to change the value of particular variable name. For example, var works everywhere inside the function where we created it, and let works only inside the function where we created it, and constant keyword is same as let, but we can't change the value of the name of the value of the variable which was declared with the constant keyword. For example, let us look into the code which was given over here. In this, I created a variable name with 10 keyword var, and I assigned a value of Umesh into the name keyword, name variable, and I also created a variable name age with the let keyword, and I assigned a value of 18, and I also created a student variable name with a constant keyword which cannot be changed throughout the main code, and I assign a value of true. Here I accessed the nothing but to show the output I used the console.log function. And now let us move into the second major topic, which was functions. As we know that functions is a block of code that runs when it is called. There are two types of functions. One is normal function and another one is arrow function. Normal function is declared using function keyword, whereas arrow function has been declared as a shorter syntax than a normal function, and it is introduced in ES6. As let us look into the example which was provided here. In this code I just created a normal function with the function keyword and a function name of greet, and I passed in parameter or argument of name, and I return hello plus name. It will return the name which I passed into it. And let us look into the arrow function. Arrow function has shorter syntax than the normal function. Here I just created a function name with a const keyword, and I passed the parameters of a and b, and this is the arrow operator which is used for shorter syntax of arrow functions, and which returns the value of a plus b. If I call this normal function, then it will return hello Umesh. If I call this shorter syntax function, nothing but arrow function, it will just return 8 because I am passing the arguments of i3, which will be converted into parameters over here. Now let us move into the if else and switch statements. If else, as we all know, if else executes code depending on condition, and switch checks one value against multiple cases. If the condition is true, then it moves to the next line which was present in the particular if block, and if it is false, then it will move into the if else block, and it will verify the condition which was present in this particular parenthesis, and it will execute the block of code which was present in the particular if else statement. And if it is also false, then it will execute the code which was present in the else statement. For example, if I here marks were 85, here marks are not greater than or equal to 90, so it was false, so it will check the if else statement. Here marks are greater than or equal to 75, so it will execute the code which was present in this block, so it will print the grade A. So let us move into the switch statement. Here I have declared the variable day with a let keyword, so I can change the value of particular variable name day anywhere I want it. So here day was 2, and I passed the variable of day over here, and in case as we know that the variable has a value of 2, so it will execute the case 2, and it will print Tuesday, and it will exit the switch statement. Now let us move into the fourth major topic, loops. We know that loops repeat code multiple times, and there are three types of loops: for loop, while loop, and do while loop. For loop is only declared or used when we know the number of iterations. While loop is used when it repeats the condition is true. Do while loop runs at least once before checking the condition. So let us go into the code which is provided here. I have declared the variable I with the value of 1. Here the condition is I less than or equal to 3, and I plus plus. First it will check, it will declare the value of I will be 1, and it will verify the condition I less than or equal to 3. That means 1 less than 3. So it will execute the code which was present over here, and later it will increment the value by 1, and it will again verify the condition, and the same way the loop will be rendered and output will be printed, because here we have been written console.log. And let us go into the while loop. In while loop we have declared the value of j as 1, so it will check the condition whether j is less than or equal to 3. As the condition is true, it will execute the code which was provided just below the while condition, and it will increment the j value by 1, and it will again verify the condition, and it will execute this particular code, and it will again increment the value of 1. If j equal to 4, then it know that j is greater than 3, then it won't execute this particular block of codes, and it will come out of this particular code. And in do while loop we have assigned the k value of 1, and it will it is same as while loop. The only difference is it will execute a particular block of code which will present inside it at least once. Now let us move into the arrays and methods. We know that an array stores multiple values in a single variable. Methods, there are five types of methods. One was push, and another one is pop, and the third one is unshift, and fourth one is shift. Push adds an element to the end, and pop removes an element from the end, and unshift it adds an element to the start, at the first position, and shift it removes an element from the first position. That is regarding the arrays and methods. Now let us move into the objects. We know that an object stores data in a key value pairs. An object is just like a dictionary which was available in the Python. A function inside an object is called a method. This refers to the current object. Let us go into the particular code which was given over here. Here the object is person, which contains the main methods name, age, and greet function. So if I can access the name of the particular person by using dot operator as well as person.name. It will return, or else it will print the image. And if I wanted to access the particular function inside an object, then I am going to access it with this particular syntax person.greet, and it will return this particular thing. Let us discuss about Node.js, which is used to run the JavaScript file. We all know that the JavaScript file can only be run inside a web browser, but Node.js gives an runtime environment to run the JavaScript file. First, let us install Node.js on the web browser. In order to install Node.js, just search Node.js. This was the official website to install Node.js. Go to the download, and here you can install your Node.js file with respect to your operating system. Now let us go back to the code. um, to execute a code using Node.js, just go to the folder in which the JavaScript file was created. Now click over here and just backspace it and type cmd. Here just type node plus JavaScript file in order to execute it. The file I created was script. This is the output of the following code in the script file. And now let us go back into the JavaScript file and let us discuss about callback functions. Callback function is a function which is written inside a function, and it is executed after a particular block of code in the first function was executed. Here callback is passed as an argument and it is also a callback function. Here sayby is said to be a callback function. The function gives the output hello plus name. Here name I given was Umesh and sayby was a callback function, and in the next line it will just give goodbye. And now let us discuss how to install a package in JavaScript. In order to install a package, just search for npm.js, and this was the website to install package. I would like to install a package called prime number. Just type prime number over here and search for it, and let us explore this package. In order to install a package in a JavaScript, you should use the command npm install and the package name. Now let us go into the command prompt. Here I have been installing package prime number just by typing npm install prime number. It will take few seconds in order to install the package name prime number. Yeah, the package has been installed. Now let us go back into the JavaScript file. Here I have imported the package prime number, and I have checked whether the number is prime or not inside a console function. Now let us check for the output whether it is working or not. Just type node plus script node and the file name. Okay, here I missed part. Node plus script. See it given true and false. It indicates that 2 is a prime number and 91 is not a prime number. Now let us discuss how to create a Telegram chatbot using Node.js. First let us open Telegram and search for bot folder. Start a conversation by writing start and click new bot over here. After clicking it will ask to enter the name of your chatbot. I have entered Ironman, and it will ask you create a username for it, and this was the username which I written, and it will check whether the username is valid or not. After it will provide you an Telegram chatbot API key, and this is the API key which bot folder has provided me, and the chatbot can be accessed through this link. And this was the chatbot which I created. Now let us move back into the Telegram bot. This is the Telegram bot folder which I used to create a Telegram chatbot using Node.js. This was the code which is used to create a Telegram chatbot. The bot I created performs simple mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Here I used my API key in order to make it fully functional. And the Telegram chatbot has been created from the package Telegraph. Telegraph is the most used package in order to create a Telegram chatbot. And now let us run the particular file which was Telegram bot, and the procedure will remain same. Type cmd over here, and next type node and the file name is bot, and yeah, the server starts running. Now it is showing that NLP bot is ready to use. NLP is nothing but natural language processing. And let us type add 5 and 6. It's giving output 11, and now let us write subtract 6 from 2. It should give -4. Yeah, now let us write multiply 2 and 6, 2 and 5, 10. Now let us check whether it is dividing a number by 0 or not. Divide 5 by 0. It's showing that cannot divide by 0. Yeah, this is the bot which I created using Node.js. Thanks for watching.